Welcome along to the shoutiest segment on a multitude of Irish platforms. It's the scintillating, it's the splendido, it's the stupefying crappy quiz. Every Friday we pit three of our unwitting contestants up against each other in our quiz of no-holds-barred sporting factoids at the end of the week. Allow me to welcome tonight's contestants. Not a single screw-up so far. There you go. Our first contestant tonight is such a trendy millennial. He's been a fan of Post Malone since he was pre-Malone. Fresh from his IMRO Radio Awards ceremony appearance where he kept shouting, "Radio is dead!" at all the radio heads. It's the Meath Hillbilly, Tommy Rooney.
Well,
did you? Is that
how's
true?
It going?
Oh, 100% true.
Yeah.
Rooney's dead!
Do you know what happened, right? We were locked up for about 4 hours at the dinner. And
were you not just drinking?
There was a bar, wasn't there?
Yeah, but...
So how are you locked up?
I let loose. After dinner ended, I had about 10 minutes where I had a bit of fun with Owen.
And everybody who came across his path.
Thank God. It only lasted
the
about
head
10
of the
minutes.
BAI, the head of the IMRO.
Radio is dead was the worst I got out.
The chief executive of the group that we work for.
Obviously.
I mean, it wasn't. Well,
clearly, lads, it was a joke. We're broadcasting on radio right now.
a little bit, I'm going to bring you behind the curtain a little bit here. I was not supposed to be hosting the show. I was supposed to be a contestant today because nobody thought Dave worked here anymore. And it turned out he just strolled in. They're like, "Oh, Dave, you're here. You can be part of the quiz." So this is actually my intro as it would have been delivered by Owen Sheehan. But it's not a million miles away. And there is a Dave McIntyre reference in it. So in the middle seat tonight is the host of the Dadcast, a useful new podcast for anyone out there looking for very good reasons to not have kids. The bad news is he paints fatherhood as a horrendous experience. The good news is that he doesn't seem to hate his kids as much as Dave McIntyre. Give it up for the tyrant Ger Gilroy. Dave doesn't hate his kids. He's just honest about them.
No, exactly. I love my kids to bits.
Oh yeah.
Although there has been at least one person outside of the Dadcastees and some listeners to the Dadcast that have told me Dave paints a pretty bleak picture, is how it was put to me.
Yeah. It's an honest picture.
Yeah.
Your life is ruined when you have children.
It's an
and
honest
people don't tell you
picture.
this.
It's not.
I mean,
it's not a bleak picture, though.
Your life isn't ruined. It's just a new life. That old life that you had that you really liked, that it took you a long time to get into, that's gone. Just
it's not ruined. It's a new life with an awful lot less fun.
Because I've heard it's so bleak.
It's good. No, it's funny.
I know it's not.
The podcast is really good.
Kids are great. Have them.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I want everybody else to have kids to suffer the same things that we're going through. Our final contestant tonight, you've already heard his voice, is a rugby man, a Munster man, and by extension, an incredibly intense man. He roars at the coffee machine in the morning when he sees those coffee beans being ground down.
Sure does.
He rips his shirt like the Incredible Hulk when someone suggests Friday evening pints, and whenever anyone asks him how he is, he always says, "I'm at the correct emotional pitch." A warm, crappy kiss welcome to the Treaty Titan. It's Neil Treacy.
Afternoon.
Welcome, Milo.
Fresh meat.
How do you feel?
Very nervous. Rite of passage, I think, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Big day.
There's a pretty good record of debutants winning.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
This is not like the Masters.
If Tracy gets a
You
load
can win
of
and first go up.
rugby questions here, Dave, and you get a load of history questions, as you say you want, this is
You mean
What's going to happen now, though, is I'm going to get rugby questions and I'll get them wrong.
Oh, I hope you do, actually.
The format is the classic crappy quiz with 4 questions each. After 4 rounds is the trivia equivalent of a wet evening in Stoke, aka the rapid fire round. So you can podcast the crappy quiz on iTunes, Stitcher, Audio Boom, or offtheball.com and give us 5 out of 5, even if that doesn't really represent your actual opinion. Please send any questions you have via postcard to Crappy Quiz Quizmaster, Off the Ball Towers, Marconi House, Diggs Lane, Dublin 2.
You can also watch it on YouTube because, you know, radio is
Radio's dead.
dead.
This is round 1, the boring questions round. We did... Oh, it says, okay, read the letter now, leave the postcard until round 2 or 3, as Tommy looks over my shoulder and sees the first answer.
I did not.
This one even has a limerick. Oh, it's
Right.
A limerick crest.
He told his dad he was on the quiz in week 1. So his dad's written in the questions.
Dear Crappy Quizmaster, please find attached postcard with questions. I thought with the Heineken Cup about to start, you may feel it's timely. I sent in questions for the numbers round last year and you used them on the 4th of August 2017 broadcast. If you listen back, I stated Limerick for Liam 2018. First question, who won the fucking Liam McCarthy in 2018? Monkeys are off the back. 45 years is now the year 0 and bitterness towards Clare has evaporated. It's amazing what a little bit of success will do. I always used to say Clare won 4 All-Irelands in 99 years and I had to sit through 3 of them. I enjoy the show very much. Hope you use and enjoy the questions and have a good fight about who got the easy one. Best wishes, John from Limerick. Good man, John.
Fair play to you, John. And that was a wonderfully written letter.
It really was.
The postcard, if we can get a glimpse of that, is making a transistor radio. I'm upside down. Making a transistor radio.
It's pretty cool.
And it's like from old pieces of wood and copper coil and all the technology of the 1920s, Tommy.
Neil got a good
Beauty
look.
of radio. The
Radio
beauty
is
of radio.
indeed
Neil got a good look there at the
Dead
answers.
but also alive. Well, it's very
seen any
small writing.
answers.
So, anyway, the rugby questions from Limerick. He's going to know all the answers anyway. Right, round 1, the boring question round, never multiple choice. Question 1 for you, Tommy. The Meath Hillbilly. Name the last county to win an All-Ireland Football Championship without winning their province.
Cork.
Just as he read over my shoulder. Correct. Question 1 for
Heinous accusation.
Ger/Dave. Name the last person to score a competitive goal for Ireland.
Come on, Dave.
Glad I wasn't getting this question. I'm like,
You know it, Neil, don't you?
I think I do.
I know it.
football commentator Dave
I
McIntyre.
was doing another Get match that night.
Dave said he lost it before he came into the quiz today.
Got to get in the Ireland games, Dave.
Said he's lost it.
Got to get that in your deal.
I think that's true.
Oh, God. No. I have been offered Ireland games to turn them down. Who wants to commentate on that? It was one of the newbies.
When was this question written?
I'm talking about the goal at the Cardiff City Stadium. That was the last competitive goal we scored. Who the hell got that?
What was the score?
4-1.
Correct. So, you've got the right goal in the right game, and you know the goal scorer was?
It's one of the
Fail.
It's one of the new heads.
Johnny Evans. Who are the other one?
How long are you giving him that? Like,
Okay,
seriously?
I know.
Yeah, come on.
How long
I
are
know
you
it's
giving him? Like a
Robinson.
No.
hard luck, pal.
Sean Williams. Shaun of the Dead. Question 1 for you, Neil. Your first ever question. About to pop your cherry. You're a big Philadelphia sports fan. So this year's Super Bowl brings back happy memories, especially when Nick Foles famously turned receiver to complete a 1-yard touchdown, the Philly special. Who threw him the ball?
Oh,
That's tricky.
Let's get a bit of close-up action.
Are you an Eagles fan, yeah?
I would be, yeah. Like the
Oh,
Philadelphia
then, come
teams.
on, you must know this.
well,
Why do
You weren't
did you take
nervous.
one?
What?
They're green. Is it? What's the
Green
connection?
is the Eagles. Oh, no, I did a J1 over there.
J1 Philly.
Yeah.
How did you pick Philly?
Friend was going there for like college work experience, tagged along for the summer, worked in an Irish bar,
Yeah.
Deadly.
the usual. Great crack.
Was it always sunny?
It's always sunny.
It was pretty sunny. It was summer, like.
Yeah.
What's the name of the pub? Is it Paddy Max? You know,
Ploughing the Stars, that's where I worked.
Plough on the Stars. You worked. Oh, you were talking. What was the answer?
Alshon Jeffrey.
No. It's Trey Burton. Now, of course, of the Chicago Bears.
that was a tough one.
It was a very tough one, yeah.
For your first
I don't
question.
know if you're a real fan of the Philly teams.
Yeah, but you got an
I mean, Trey Burton isn't even there. Trey Burton wasn't
2
even
weeks
there.
ago.
Am I a real fan of that team?
Oh. That's unpatriotic.
Controversial. Controversial from Dave.
That is unpatriotic. I mean, he's obviously not a fan, he's a journalist, so it's a,
Okay, that's fair.
Impartiality
That is-
rules.
that's
gets out of jail with that one, but like we all know that secretly he hates his country. Round 2, the I'm part of the Ladybird generation Heineken Champions Cup questions round. Thanks to John and Limerick for these questions. Question 2 for you, Tommy. Name the only Welsh side to reach a Heineken Cup final.
Scarlets.
If only we'd done like a 25-minute piece on the show that
It
you
was the
produced
penalties.
this week.
It was the penalties, wasn't it?
No.
That was
This
the
is not
semi-final.
96.
1996.
Oh,
Mark
yeah.
Mulkelly in studio.
With the Milan. Oh, yeah.
Mark Ring was still
Who beat
playing for
Leinster
them. The
in
guy
the
used to
semi?
lead the ball through
First game.
midfield.
Who beat
Yeah.
Leinster in the
He
semi.
played,
Yeah, to get into the final.
All crazy, he did.
So we're having a completely separate conversation here, forgetting that our mics are all open.
1996, Cardiff. Stop pressing the pen. Tommy, when he's a producer, would be like Ian going, stop pressing the pen! And now he's there pressing the pen straight into the mic and banging the table and
Apologies.
snorting. Question 2 for you,
A nervous tick.
Ger/Dave. Name the first English side to win the Heineken Cup.
Bath,
Correct?
98. Jonathan Callard and his mates.
Versus Breve. And then they got beaten. They weren't in the following year, and that's when Ulster went.
Ulster one, yeah.
Yeah.
They pulled out. Question 2 for you, Neil. Who was Ulster's top point scorer in the 1999 Heineken Cup final victory?
Ah, come on.
Now.
Have to be Humphreys, is it?
Oh! No! Mason didn't kick. Simon Mason took all the kicks. Oh, my God. Metronomic Simon. That was the only points they scored, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it was...
Did they score a
it
try?
was- No.
It was like 15.
Was it 12-9? 15-12?
It was clear. I think it was clear. It was like 15.
Columbia they beat?
Not easy, Nilo.
Not easy, yeah.
So,
Lights are on.
do we have any scores?
1-1.
1-1-0. So, Neil still on 0. Dave on 1. Tommy on 1. Good questions.
Yeah, they are.
Making a Transistor Radio a Ladybird book. We like that. That's going to go on the wall. Looks pretty easy to make a transistor radio.
Radio's dead.
Okay, round 3. The I'm part of the Ladybird generation Heineken Champions Cup round part 2. Thanks to John Limerick for sending in 6 questions in just one round. Good man, John.
All directed.
Owen's like, woo! He didn't even know I was going to be hungover today. Question 3 for you, Tommy. How many different French sides have actually won the Heineken Cup?
3.
Correct. Name them.
No, it was an absolute guess.
I was thinking there's no way he knew it that quickly. Name them.
Toulouse and Toulon.
Yeah.
Brive.
Correct. Question 3 for you, Dave. How many finals have had sides from the same country in them?
Oh, God.
Ooh.
There's definitely been at least 2 with French in 2010 and 2014. Toulouse played Biarritz and Clermont played Toulon. So that's 2. No English, definitely no Welsh, obviously, and no Irish. So is there a third one with 2 French teams? 2.
Oh, Dave.
No Irish.
Oh, Dave.
What about the one that we went to together?
2012!
Oh, Dave.
No!
Dave, you've lost it.
How many finals have had sides from the same country in them? 7 is the correct answer. So
7?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, nobody checked these, obviously, because...
Oh, 2003 was another one, when Leinster were beaten in the semis. What other years were they?
Is there not an all-English? Should Leicester not win against an English team once? No?
Wasps beat Leicester 2007.
In the final? Yeah, okay.
7,
so there you
right.
go. All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Way off for 2. What was it, 7 in total?
It's humiliation, Dave.
Get yourself on the board, Neil. Take the penalty.
Question 3 for you, Neil. How many times has the final been staged in Dublin? Dublin is a city in Leinster, just for all those months of people who are unfamiliar with it. There's a road directly from Limerick these days.
There is, yeah.
Although they do make a change in the train station if you want to come.
The roadworks
train and get
pretty
back
bad,
on
there,
if you want to go by train.
So brutal.
How many has been in Dublin? Say 1, 2...
Is that your answer?
No. 3.
Correct.
Up and wrong.
99, 03 and 14.
13?
13.
Who was in the 13th final?
Toulon.
Toulon and
Clermont.
Clermont. That was your friend, 2 French.
That was one of my
teams.
2 French ones.
2-1-1 is the score. Tommy has 2, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What do you mean, wow?
Round 4 is the fun free magic number round. You need a pen? You got a pen? Okay. Contestants get 3 points for getting the number exactly right. If nobody manages that, the nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points. The second closest gets a single point. Again, I'm going to have to say we can only accept the answer that's written on your paper. Have to ask for your pens once the music ends. This week's fun free magic number round comes via listener Paul Fitzsimons, who sent us in a numbers round based on the Ryder Cup.
No one's so late.
Topical. If you don't mind, give us the following number.
Ryder Cup. Oh, Jesus.
The number you score with a maximum break in snooker.
What? I thought this was Ryder Cup based.
I think that might have been a line that should have been deleted. Plus the number of teams in the championship.
What
The
sport?
Which
EFL championship. Plus the number of fights won by Anthony Joshua in his full professional career.
Oh my God.
And the number of tries scored by Leinster in their Champions Cup opener against Wasps last weekend. Your 30 seconds expires when Frank Sinatra quickly sings Bright Shiny Beads.
Radio on it.
It's a big number.
Hear how they jing-jing-a-ling-a.
Okay, everybody's got it done.
Bubbles bang.
All right. What have you got?
Bright shine.
201.
Holy shit. What have you got?
194.
What have you got?
168.
201's correct!
What?
The debutant!
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. What did you have?
194.
Okay, so you're second. What did you have? 1-4 something?
168.
168. Right. So the number of
Joshua
teams
has 22 fights.
22, that's fine for you.
Yeah, 22, correct. So the number you get with the maximum break in snooker is 147. The number of teams in the championship is 24. The number of fights won by Anthony Joshua is 22. And the number of tries scored by Leinster in their Champions Cup Champions Cup opener against Wasps last weekend was 8. Did you put them all right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nobody ever gets it right with
That's-
getting the numbers right. There's always like a...
Yeah, I've got the right number on multiple occasions with all 4 answers wrong. This time I got 3 of them right, and I'm nowhere near it.
Impressive debut. On to the final. Our winner tonight's
What's
going to be
the score?
decided in the round that separates the men from the boys. The Tommy Fleetwoods from the Tommy Rooneys. It's the no theme in particular, ridiculously easy rapid fire round. The score you get in this round is going to be out of your score in the previous round. There will be 40 seconds for everybody to answer from the same set of questions. We're going to start with the person with the highest number of points, then on to the person in second, and then on to the person in last. it makes sense when you hear it. If you get a question correct, I will ask you another question. I will keep asking you questions until you get one wrong. But once you get a question wrong, I will move on to the next person. And your incorrect answer also means the deduction of 1 point. We've had people finish on negative scores. Yeah, so Neil's on 4. Tommy's on 2. Dave's on 1.
I'm on 2. I came second.
Dave's on 2. Dave's on 2.
Cheers, JP.
Is Dave on 2?
On 2. So it's 4-2-2.
You got 1 point.
Correct.
Last time.
1 and 1 equals 2.
And what happens if Dave and Tommy are on the same level of points?
If it is Ger versus Tommy, Ger. Sorry about that, Tommy. So you're gone 3rd.
What an opportunity for Neil. Like, a lot of pressure going into the final round.
Oh, yeah, just stoke it up there.
He's got a virtually unassailable lead.
Your time,
surely this is done as a contest.
Your time begins with a Joe Malloy. Oh, Kenny's here.
Oh, Kenny. Kenny's here.
Who is Katie Taylor fighting tomorrow night?
Oh, pass.
Which Leinster scrum half will join Munster next season?
McCarthy.
Chris Shields plays for which League of Ireland club?
Dundalk.
Name the fighter beaten by Jason Quigley in California last night.
Don't know.
In what position does Sean Cronin play?
Hooker.
Kerry footballer Stephen Acumber joined which AFL team this week?
Geelong.
Name the NBA team that LeBron James plays for?
Lakers.
What's Richard Keogh's club?
Derby.
Which snooker player spoke about the smell of piss in Crawley this week?
Ronnie.
Who won the Dublin Club Football Championship last year?
Vincent.
Name this year's champion at Wembley, Neil.
Champion at Wembley.
At Wimbledon.
Djokovic.
Which side are top of the Bundesliga?
Bayern Munich.
No, it's Dortmund.
Must be Tommy.
It's Dortmund. Dave's on 3. Neil's on 4. Tommy's on 6.
Nice run of questions.
Yeah.
Feel a bit dirty.
Nice run of
Feel a
questions.
bit dirty.
Not quite easy.
I thought Neil had it. Yeah. Thanks, lads. This is a bit kind of low key here, isn't it?
Bundesliga.
There really
I
hasn't been.
stole this one.
There's no animosity
At all.
or vitriol in this
Is
room.
Tommy on 6?
Why wouldn't I be on 6?
Well, he went from 2, he got 4 in a row, dropped 1, which meant on 5, I would have thought.
I went 7.
Oh, sorry. I was.
It doesn't matter
Sean
then.
Cronin.
What was who did Quigley beat last?
2,
Teddy?
3, 4, 5.
Anyways, that's it, lads.
Yeah.
I'm saying
This is really low key here.
5. Well, that's your fault. You're the-
We are going to lose listeners to this quiz if there isn't more
I
anger
gained some viewers. though.
and bitterness and enmity.
So Tommy's too nice and he's getting booted. So you're not being asked back to defend your quiz.
Why not?
Because you're not lording it over people enough.
I did lord it over them.
And you hate radio as well.
No, but you see, he doesn't take
Don't
as
hate
much
radio.
pride in beating myself and Neil as he would in... You see, if you're in the quiz with Nathan and Adrian, there's a real deep-rooted fear of losing to Adrian.
Yeah.
Because we're both
Because-
nice guys.
Reputationally, it doesn't do
You're
anybody
human
any
beings.
favours.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to lose to Nathan because,
I'll take it.
you know, he sees himself as being the big dog.
Right.
Let's get this over with.
Right, it's done. We're out of here. Thanks very much for being part of our crappy quiz adventure. We will crap this joint out next week at the same time, same place. If you missed us on social, then get onto YouTube and hit subscribe. YouTube.com/off the ball. Just hit subscribe there. And anytime we go live, we'll send you a nice little notification and you'll be happy. You can watch good quality free sports content. All you got to do is watch the ad in the bit and help out our sponsors. We don't even have a sponsor for the crappy quiz. See you next week. Good luck.
Hey, hope you enjoyed that latest offering from Off the Ball. If you want to subscribe, and you should, check out just up here. All our latest stuff is just down here. Generally, knock yourself out.